Hey everyone, and welcome to the last video of 2023, which is my 2023 makeup favorite. So let's get into it. I've had the flu for the last week or so. I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling horrible and I probably sound like that still. But I also want to cheer myself up by going through some of my 2023 makeup favorites. Now these will not be in any sort of order. I'm just gonna grab some and share some. I don't think I'm able to think that deeply right now. So if some of these were your favorites as well, let me know in the comment section. Or if you have any other favorites, I'd be curious to hear. But not to be too positive, I'm gonna start with a couple of fails. Two of them maybe not such big fails, but one of them absolutely a fail. Now the first one is something I believe I already mentioned in one of my videos. This is from Wet n Wild and this is their Monday Feels blush. This was a limited edition that I didn't hear too much about, and I think there is a reason for it because I got some sort of allergic reaction from this one. It has this lovely kind of coffee scent, which I really liked. However, it burned and caused redness. I have sensitive skin, but it's not like super sensitive. So if you have even a little bit of sensitivity in your skin, this is probably not for you and it is a fail for me. My second sort of fail is from Kaja, and this was sent to me. Some of these products are sent to me, some I purchased with my own money. Either way, my opinions are always honest. So this is their wing stamp, and actually I really did like this the first time I tried it. This wing stamp is so cool, and I actually probably spoke highly of it maybe in some video. However, I've learned that it is super hard to get these wings to match. And maybe I just got lucky the first few times I tried, but after that, really, it's been a big trial and error, and I've messed up so many eye makeups with this. So this is definitely a user error, but it is a fail for me since I can't get this to work. I think the idea is really good. However, I especially would need some sort of added help to get it straight, to get the actual wing the same way on both eyes. So it is just going to be a fail in my book, even though the idea is great and maybe this is a great product for you, but it just is not for me. I am not skilled enough for this one. Now the last one I have here is a true fail, and this one I did purchase with my own money, which makes it a double fail because I spend money and it's not worth it. This is from Herborian and this is their CC water gel, but I've heard good things about Herborian's CC creams in general, so it probably is just this water one. I added a little bit of it on. I don't know if you can see it. It is gel-like, like it comes out looking almost like a white clear gel. Then I mix it a little bit and it's grainy. So I'm assuming these granules are supposed to kind of deposit the color, make it look like your skin but better. This is in Claire, which I believe is the lightest shade. I can't get these little things to really sink into the skin unless I rub it real hard. And even then, there's zero coverage. There's maybe a little bit of like a watery tint, but it looks weird. It looks like I smeared some sort of patchy color onto my skin with no coverage. I don't know how to better explain this. It does no favors for my skin. It doesn't blend in. I can get some sort of color out of it, but it looks weird, and honestly, it's just not a good look in any shape or form. I tried this several times. Maybe I was like, I have a bad primer. Nope, it's bad product. Doesn't work for me. If this works for you, let me know in the comment section how on earth you made it to work, because to me this is just a complete fail and I don't even understand how this could work for anyone. Now after that, let's get on to the favorite. Since clearly we're gonna run out of sunlight, I'm gonna turn the light on. I don't know if that helped anything, but I did turn the light on, so you might see some shadow now. Now I do have a bunch of products and I'm not gonna go through these in any order. I'm just gonna grab some from here. And let's start with something that is sort of makeup product, even though it technically maybe isn't. This is from K-Skin and this is their Isle Lip Balm in SPF 30. And this is more maybe a skincare because this is a lip balm. It's really good for the skin. However, I've used this kind of like a lip gloss. And I may have mentioned this as favorites before, but truly it is just such a beautiful lip balm. And I previously didn't realize that I burn my lips quite frequently, and I think it's because I've been using lip balms with no SPF. While I protect the rest of my skin just fine, I haven't been applying sunscreen on my lips. This one has eradicated that problem, as well as making my lips look so beautiful. It gives you this beautiful lip glossy glow with added SPF and conditioning. Now the rest of the products are clearly makeup products. So let's start with something I used a ton and probably comes as no surprise. This is from Essence, and these are their Pure Nude Baked Blushes. I've loved these so much. The writing has actually worn off from the packaging. But I have them in Pink Flush, and then as well as the Goldie Cassis. And I also feel like I may have mentioned these in some videos, but they're totally worth mentioning again. These just are so beautiful. They look so natural on the skin. And here are the swatches. The pink one is a very light flush of color. This Goldie Cassis has a little bit more oomph to it, and I actually really like both of them. They just serve a different purpose. Kind of baked formula is so easy to apply. It never looks patchy. I feel like this, especially this pink flush, has a little bit of glow. This one has dew, but it's not maybe as noticeable because it's a deeper shade, but it is by no means too deep for my skin tone. I haven't tried building these, so I don't know if that's possible, mainly because I don't need to do that, but both of these are so easy to use. They're super inexpensive. I love them both. Let's take two concealers next. These actually were both sent to me. First one I have is from Natasha Denona, and this is their High Glam Concealer. Everyone and their brother has probably been talking about it. And then I have from NARS their Light Reflecting Eye Brightener, and this is also sent to me. These have been so amazing on my skin. Now the shades are completely different. This one is in the shade Night Swan. It's a pretty light color. I've really used it more like a brightening. And then I have N5, which is a little bit too deep for me, from Natasha Denona. I might at some point purchase a lighter shade of this, but this has such amazing coverage. This one I've used underneath my eyes, especially if I have some darkness, and this has been a spot corrector for me. Both of these have great coverage, and they just are in a different form. I feel like they kind of act similarly. Great coverage, non-drying, and all around great products. You might like a doe foot applicator more than pot, or vice versa. That's up to you. But I have really enjoyed both of these. I think for traveling, this one is better, but I do like to use this with a brush. It just looks so natural and beautiful and brightening. Both are such amazing products. I have another complexion product here, this time from Revlon, and this is their Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer. This is probably not new by this point, but it is so beautiful. It's this lightly glowy without being glittery bronzer, and I have it in the shade 110 Sunlit Glow. It might be the lightest shade. This just looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. So natural. It's basically streak free. It just looks like it blends into the skin. It doesn't emphasize dryness, which is a problem for me. And I've also used this as kind of a hairline bronzer, if you will. It's great for that. I have been really enjoying it. It has this kind of baked consistency as well, so you don't over apply easily. It's such a beautiful bronzer. I've been absolutely loving it. I have a feeling I mentioned this one before as well, but this is from Hard Candy. This is their Eye Def Pink Ink Eyeshadow Shimmer Marker. I especially love this pink ink shade in the inner corner. That's how I've used it a lot. I feel like I talked about it before, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but this is so easy to use. You could use this as an eyeshadow all over lid. I've just used it as an inner corner, but it is beautiful. It doesn't budge. So easy to use, and I've been just really interested in Hard Candy lately, so I might get another shade of this if this is just simply so good. The next item I have is something I am so late in the game, and I actually did mention this in a previous video, but part of it got corrupted, and the part where I talked about this was gone. You may have seen a bit of it in some of my videos, but this is from Tarte, and this is their Maracuja Juicy Lip one in the shade Rose. It is just so beautiful and so easy to apply and great if you have dry lips. And I know everyone and their cousin has talked about this already, but I was late in the game, discovered it late, and I've been just loving it. I've been using it so much. Now I will say this kind of clicky applicator thing, it easily ups too much of this juicy lip up. So if you have one of these, just carefully press it. I think the product itself is so soft, so emollient, it comes off. You can easily use like too much of it, or some of it goes to waste. So that's my only gripe, but it is a beautiful formula, great for dry skin, so hydrating and glossy. I love it. And next is the product that may have wowed me the most in 2023, and that's saying a lot. I feel like this and the concealers may have been those. This is from Benefit Cosmetics, and this is their Fan Fest mascara. This was also sent to me, but man, is this a good mascara. Once I got it, I didn't let go of it. And my only gripe with it is that it's quite hard to get off lashes, but then again, it never smudges, it never flakes. It is just so good. The applicator wand makes it really easy to apply. The curve stays on it. This is kind of the mascara that I want all my mascaras to be. I'm maybe a little bit less hard to get off would be my preference, but that's okay. I can deal with that because this stays on and I never have to worry about it. It deposits enough pigment, it adds volume and length. It is really the best mascara I've tried in a long while. And the last item I have for you is actually items. It is the Glamlight eyeshadow formula. Now I have been purchasing from Glamlight the last year or so, and this year I just got several of their palettes during their Black Friday sale. I did the same thing last year and I've enjoyed all the palettes I've got from them. Maybe my favorite out of all of these is this Scooby-Doo palette. This is their Raggy 10 shade palette, and surprisingly enough, I've gotten a lot of use out of this one. These shades are just so beautiful. I especially love this shade here. The shimmer formula from Glamlight is so stunning. If you're a shimmer lover like me, definitely check out Glamlight. They have such beautiful palettes. I did like this other Scooby-Doo palette. This is just a little bit too dark for me. Maybe at this point I might use it for Halloween next year. Wine palette is really a beautiful wine colors. This is newer to me as well. I've used it a few times, but these are absolutely stunning. I just chose the other one because that really intrigues me. And the Chocolate Martini palette is your everyday neutral palette with a little bit of pop of color. These are so beautiful. I cannot speak highly enough about the formula. And I just quickly swatch, like I mean quickly as in I just did one swipe on there, and I did the mid shade and the end shade here. This formula is just so unbeatably beautiful, and it applies easily, it doesn't flake, it stays on place. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about it. I absolutely love Glamlight formula. If you haven't tried it, definitely worth it. I love all these palettes. So these were all my 2023 favorites, and then a couple of fails that I just wanted to mention in this one. I know there are lots of other products that I absolutely love, but when I looked at my vanity and surroundings, these were the ones that stood out to me. These were the ones that I wanted to mention to you today, and I can stand by all of these products. They are simply amazing. I don't know if there's anything here that I wouldn't recommend to everyone. I feel like the Glamlight formula is suitable for everyone, same as the blush. There's more shades. FanFest mascara. I might say that if you have super sensitive eyes and have trouble efficiently moving makeup, it might not be for you. But other than that, all of these things are just beautiful products and absolutely love them, worth mentioning in this favorites video. Now, what were your 2023 favorites? I'd love to know in the comment section. I didn't try nearly enough makeup in 2023. I'm always looking for new products to try, so if you have any recommendations, please leave them below and I'd be happy to try some of them. But these were my 2023 favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been having a wonderful year of 2023, and I want to wish you an even better new year 2024. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next year with some new videos.